name is Steve Shepley, the Office of Civil Operations Provincial Representative in Boswing Province. This morning we are in Sóc Trăng hamlet, one of our hamlets scheduled for pacification in 1967. This hamlet was taken over from the VC 3 months ago by government forces, and now the government of Vietnam is in the process of developing the hamlet on all fronts, the sociological, the economic, and the security fronts. So this is one of our most successful hamlets in the province, and we believe that this hamlet, once the activities here are completed, will be a strong and viable community.
Sóc Trăng hamlet is one of the 75 hamlets in Long Phu district. Until just recently, the hamlet was under Viet Cong control. It had been under VC control for a period of over 10 years. When the cadre first got there, one of the initial things that they did was to make contact with the elders of the hamlet, who are the respected leaders of the community. There they discussed the whole revolutionary development program insofar as how they would be involved in it, what the government will be doing for the hamlet, how security conditions will be maintained, and exactly what the role of the people as a community is in this project. So far in the hamlet, the cadre have done a very good job in establishing good rapport with the population, and a reflection of this would be the fact that when the government forces first went in there, we only had 12 families. Today we have 136 families with a prospect of maybe another 60 coming in, so the hamlet community, with all of this attention given to the pacification effort and the security provided and the social benefits provided to the hamlet, has attracted great numbers of people from outside and more insecure and even from far away in the provincial capital to come back and resettle in the hamlet. I think this is a good indication of what we have going for us so far. One of the most important groups organized so far by the cadre in Sóc Trăng is the Pacification, Revolutionary Development, and Hamlet Defense Committee, consisting of 5 elders and a representative from each of the other groups, representative from the youth and sports groups, representative from the women's groups, representative from the children's groups, to participate in and to organize the hamlet government and all of the aspects of hamlet defense. In the past, we've noticed that with our pacification program, too great an emphasis has been placed upon the material benefits of the hamlet and not too much on the organization or on the security, which you must have if the hamlet is going to thrive as a responsible and a responsive community. One of the most important roles of the RD cadre team is to set up activities and organizations which bind the hamlets together. So the cadre start out organizing volleyball teams so that all people in the hamlet can participate in a commonly shared pleasurable activity. The best team in the hamlet will play against a team from another hamlet. We hope by doing this that we will not only bring the people in the one hamlet together, but tie these people in with the people in other hamlets throughout the province. We have so far a total of 78 young men from the hamlet who have volunteered to serve as the hamlet defenders. They are currently being trained by the district chief and members of the regional force company stationed in the hamlet to provide security while this pacification effort is going on. They will be well armed and be coordinated with the popular force platoon that will stay behind permanently in the hamlet. In order to tie the whole community into the defense structure, everyone in the hamlet, in theory, must be involved in it, even though the children and the old men and the old women do not act as fighters. They have other missions to perform, such as acting as early warning sentinels, giving signals when VC are moving in the area. The signal, if we have enough early warning, should be sufficient to ward off anything but a major force unit attacking the area, in which case we could get chopper and regular military force support for. The second day after the cadre arrived, they opened up a temporary school in one of the houses donated by an elder to teach approximately 350 children who had never gone to any kind of school, whether it be government or VC, in their entire lives. The people of the hamlet elected to have as one of their self-help projects a permanent masonry school consisting of 3 classrooms. These classrooms are currently being constructed by the people of the hamlet with the assistance of the GVN, who provides the money for purchasable materials, and then the U.S. government provides cement, roofing, and rebar to aid in this construction. We expect the classroom to be completed within 1 month, and actual classes being held there. With the exception of a few people who are engaged in trades such as sewing and running shops, most of the people in Sóc hamlet are farmers. About half of them own their own land, and about half of them are tenants. They usually have from 1/10 to maybe 1.5, 2 hectares of land per family. And every year they go out in the spring, as soon as the rains begin, the latter part of May, and plow their land, plant their rice seedlings, and they will tend these rice fields on up until the harvest time, at which time they will sometimes hire themselves out as labor to work on somebody else's land. They will harvest the land, and then the rice is gathered into the hamlet itself, and then will be shipped out to a nearby market center for milling and final resale to the larger rice merchants.
Giúp đỡ như thế nào và cán bộ làm cái gì để bảo vệ và làm chính trị ở đó, và chính phủ làm cái gì để giải quyết cái vấn đề kinh tế, làm cái gì để kích thích người ta. Cũng là Xuyên, còn cán bộ làm không? Xuyên, không trả lời gì không? Chúng tôi mới đến ấp này chỉ có 12 hectare thôi.